What is up, y'all? It's Devontae. I'm back with a new video. Welcome back. For the people who already subscribed, I'm glad that you're here. I hope you leave a like and a comment. And for the new people, welcome to my channel. My name is Devontae, and I am currently pursuing a degree in dental hygiene and then dentistry. On this channel, I like to provide any tips on productivity, anything that I can do to provide value. As I come across that value, I want to update it with you guys to share it today. As you can tell by the title, it's going to be 5 things that I refuse, I won't be buying in 2023, especially in light of the news about an oncoming or already recession. Obviously, not purchasing these items aren't going to make you rich. They're not going to make you recession proof or layoff proof. But if there was a fire burning, would you pick up gasoline or an extinguisher? It might not be a good analogy, but I thought it was, and I'm proud of it. Now, one of the first things that I will not be buying in 2023 is the latest tech. What they put out every year, some of these companies, and they are very minimal upgrades. Like, they could do more. I'm sure they have the budget and the means and the ability to do more, but they don't. So this is something I want people to be mindful about. There's very minimal upgrades every year. It's the status quo to upgrade to the newest product, but I refuse to do it. It's my iPhone 11. I've been using it since I got it in 2020, and I think when I got it in 2020, it wasn't the newest phone. I'm not sure. I'm gonna use this mug until I get money to buy 5 of them, and that gets me into my first rule. If you can't buy 5, you don't need one. I'm no hypocrite. I couldn't buy 5 of the MacBooks I got, so I financed it, but my credit's good and my income is good enough to do that. Not saying that anybody else can't, but is a phone really an investment? Unless you're like a content creator, is it really? Like the new phone? This phone works just fine since 2020, and a lot of people can't buy 5 of these right now, and you just don't need to if you couldn't. So unless you have, let's say this is $1,200, 12 times 5, 6,000. Unless you have $6,000, don't drop $1,200 on one of these new phones. And I still wouldn't, honestly. Use what you have until it stops working. Like I said, these companies are gonna get off on you every time, minimally upgrading. So you upgrade every 3 to 5 years and just keep what you have. What I plan on doing is only investing where I need and save for what I want. It makes more sense to save for what you want and invest where you need. So that's my advice, and that's why I won't be buying the latest tech in 2020. Second thing that I won't be spending any money on in 2023 is too many books and courses. Now, too many doesn't really have a frequency to it. It doesn't have like a number on it, but I already have books. I have several books. I'm not going to continue to buy books unless I'm applying the ones that I already have. Application and discipline are far more important than new information. It doesn't matter that you keep getting new information if you're not applying the information that you already have. The same thing can only be said so many times. So when you're operating in a mindset of like anxiety and scarcity, like many of us, because I'm not rich and I'm not making money online, by the way. All the money that I've made this year has been from my job. When you're operating as somebody who is working and you want to be successful, it's in the spirit and a mindset of anxiety. So you're always chasing the new information as though it's the golden nugget, as if it's the missing link. The missing link that you're searching for in the new information is actually within yourself, which is application and discipline. You probably already know what to do. You're just not doing it every day for long periods of time. That's what you're searching for. That level of discipline and application is not going to come from reading a certain book. It's not going to be the magic trigger. It's not going to be the magic day. It's never going to happen. Application and discipline is what you need. Not more courses, not more books. Of course, invest in these things, but at a reasonable pace, at a reasonable rate that makes sense for you. I won't be buying any more of these things until I apply and see results based on the books and the courses I already have. Books and courses are only as useful as you make them. They're collecting dust and they're just entertainment otherwise. Now, the third thing that I won't be buying in 2023 is fashion trends and status symbols. TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram will have you constantly scurrying to the mall, online, to keep up with some sort of trend or status symbol that shows, hey, I have money. What I want you to remember is the rule. If you can't buy 5, you don't need one. Your car is old and you just got a raise, or you just got a new position or something along those lines. You don't need a new car. Trust me. Hey, look, you don't need a new car. I'm here to let you know. If you were thinking about doing it, stop. Fourth one's gonna be pretty quick, but it's just unnecessary subscriptions. Like, we all have had a gym membership we stopped using 3 months ago in the past. I know a couple people probably made some resolutions to start going to the gym. If you're not gonna keep going, don't keep it. Stopping one subscription isn't gonna make you rich. It's the accumulation of multiple subscriptions that begin to have an impact. I pay about $60 to $70 a month in subscriptions for different tools that I use and different apps that I use on a monthly basis. Let's just say $1,000. Let's say the average person might pay $1,000 a year in subscriptions. There goes your LLC for the business that you were thinking about creating. There goes your video setup for content creation. PC setup, if you just want to get a basic PC setup. There goes your PS5. There goes anything that you've been wanting to put money into. Your crypto, your vacation. You know, it's convenience. If you're not using it, it's not convenient. It's conveniently making somebody else rich that's already rich. You're making them richer. It's convenient for them, for you to not use the service, but pay for it. That's convenient for them, not for you. So get rid of all unnecessary subscriptions. It takes like 10 minutes, dude. Honestly, why make somebody who's already mega rich even more rich, and you want to get there? And last but not least is any purchase with a credit card. Now, I say that and I must preface it by saying I pay bills with my credit card and I pay them off every month. But I mean unnecessary purchases, like that trip to the mall, like that trip to Miami where you were buying extra shit that you didn't need. But unless you could pay it off within the next billing cycle, unless the next statement, by the next due date, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. And I wouldn't suggest you do it then, unless you're somebody that routinely pays your credit cards off and it doesn't affect your savings budget, your investing, anything like that. Last year I spent a crazy amount on clothes and food, at least for me. I got a clear view of just how much damage you can do to your savings, to your investing, to any goal you have by swiping that card. There's so much power to spend somebody else's money until you gotta pay it back. So yeah, it's making them powerful, all right? It's giving power to them, not so much to you. So be mindful of that. Also, no point in paying interest. And if it's something, like I said, that you want, unless you have the discipline and the necessary income to pay it off in the next billing cycle and it not hurt you, just save up for it and apply the rule of if you can't buy 5, do not buy 1. Don't rob your peace of mind for pleasure today. It's like your bathroom's too far away, so you take a shit in the living room and you walk out the next morning and it stinks. It's like, yeah, I mean, it wasn't really a good idea. It seemed convenient, but it wasn't. And that's an extreme analogy, but I just want to draw the picture for you. That's what you do every time you put something on a credit card and you don't pay it off. Or you put something on a credit card and you pay it off and it kind of hurts you because it was a large purchase. Just save for it. Just save for it. If you cut out those subscriptions by the end of the year, you should be able to buy it. And I'm not saying to rob yourself of pleasures, but is the pleasure worth your peace of mind and your financial stability in the future? Think about that. And just a reminder, why make these corporations richer when you can invest that money into yourself and just save for what you want? I hope you guys enjoyed this video and took some value away from it. This was a personal finance video, but I still want you to believe below things that you wouldn't buy in 2023. I hope you guys enjoyed. My name is Devontae, and I'm out.